I was a fan of the Beach Boys, but how did I come to write a book on the Beach Boys? That's a different story. So, so flash forward, I'm a fan, but I'm going to school to be a teacher. I'm studying history. I'm writing pieces and doing other things. And one thing leads to another. And when I have some spare time, I find myself surfing the web and I'm checking out some websites, some Beach Boys websites and things like that, and occasionally piping in with a comment, just being a nerd, I guess. And then, anyways, I remember this was about 10 years ago. There was a big uproar because this book was coming out. It was going to be really exciting and have all their concerts. And the book came out. It was a very cool book, but people started writing in like, oh, I could have swore I saw them in July 1965 in Dallas, and there's no show. I guess maybe I'm imagining things. I'm going crazy. So, being, I guess, a bit OCD, or I don't know what, I in my spare time when I was at the library, supposedly doing research for my master's, I'd flip through some old newspaper and say, oh, he said it was Oklahoma, July 1965. Let's check it out. And then I'd find, sure enough, Beach Boys played in Oklahoma City, July 1965. So I wrote in on the website, and these people were, and this particular guy was very excited by this. He's like, oh, thank you so much. I thought I was a nut or something. Yeah, this is great. And then 10 other people wrote in the next week. Hey, what about the show I saw? Do you know about that one? So somehow I ended up with this task, a burden to do this research. Anyways, it was fun to do. So I just started looking around, and then I'd write back, yeah, you were right. Yeah, that's. And so quickly I realized that as cool as the book was, that particular book only had about a quarter of the information, and then there was a lot out there that probably due to deadlines and other things that the author had missed. And so I don't know if it would have gone any further, but then I met the co-author of the book, who couldn't be here tonight because he lives in California. He's a very nice guy, John Stebbins. And he's written a bunch of other books on the Beach Boys that you might, if you're really into it, you check out. One on a man named David Marks, who played with the Beach Boys for a while in the 60s. And he asked me to do a little research for him, and he said, hey, maybe you can find out. I'm really wondering about David's memory, and I'm writing this book for me. He says a lot of things, and I just want to be sure that this is true because I really like him. But it's a long time ago. He says the Beach Boys played in Brooklyn in 1963. I just don't know about that. It's not in this book that I have. So I said, I'll check it out. So I went and I looked around. New York Times, nothing. New York Tribune, nothing. New York Post, nothing. Finally, the New York Daily News, 1963, got the microfilm out in the public library, and sure enough, there it was, a very small little ad. So he was really excited when I gave him that. He was pretty impressed by that I found that. And anyways, I was asked to write a few articles for some fanzines and things, and I did that, and people liked that, including John. And then he said, hey, I really like the stuff you wrote, and you're a good researcher, it's amazing. So, hey, you want to work on this sometime together? And I said, yeah, okay. I had never had a plan to write a book on the Beach Boys.